each day with Travis and Sean, it's the easy way. Just sit back, cause the fun is sublime. Talking about life, all things in time. They mixing stories, a laugh or two. In the northern light, they shine right through. With a laugh and a tale, they set the tone. Stories of love, heartaches unknown. A warm embrace to the airways flown. In this timeless place where good vibes flow.
The following is a Comerford Creative production.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the 4:30 Dinner Club. I'm Sean here with my co-host Travis. We're just two mid-Kansas dads talking about life, the things that make us laugh, and everything in between. This is episode 14.
That's right, Sean. We've got a packed episode today with local news, sports, and national headlines. So get comfortable, grab your favorite drink, and let's get started. Boom.
Well, we're going to try this again. I just went off for about 10 minutes. Realized I forget to hit fucking record. This has been the episode from hell.
The one thing I want you to take from this, and I know you've got a lot more on your plate than I do. I mean, you got your whole control center over there and all this, and I just have to sit here and chime in when it feels appropriate. But if I would have done what you did, you know what you would have called me?
You're a fucking moron.
There you go.
God, well, I'll go ahead and put it out there. I'm a fucking moron this time. Anyways, to catch back up on the previous 10 minutes I just talked about, give you a quick recap. This is the second time in the 4:30 Dinner Club's history that we have reshot an episode.
What happened on the first one? Was it? Oh, it was lagging, wasn't it? And like bad audio?
Yeah. And I think it was like episode 4 or 5, something like that. It wasn't.
It would have been, I think, 4, because didn't Eli come on 3?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And then that one was with Jake and Eli.
Yeah. So, anyhow, like I was saying, I edited the whole damn thing this morning. It was going to be a quick turnaround anyways, because now today's Friday. Travis was sick for a couple of days, and I had Ash Wednesday Mass. So we thought we'd get it done last night. We had 2 hours worth of terrible... I did actually 2 hours of terrible luck last night trying to get going. Couldn't get going. Spent probably the longest ever. I think it was 4:10.
No.
So 2.5 hours it took me. You weren't here for 3/4 of me trying to get it ready.
Oh, yeah.
Moron.
God damn.
Fuck.
You are aggressive tonight, everybody.
I'm on pins and needles right now. But anyway, a hell of a couple days. But anyway, so we started, let's clock it right now. Well, I guess I'll clock it. So I guess let's start off with, we got a new little toy, new couple settings that I found that we had that I didn't know we had. And, so a little special effects. Why don't you go ahead and give us the stats from last week?
Stats from last week.
Dang, man, last night we struggled with that.
We actually went up on our views.
Since last night?
Or this morning.
Oh, wow.
43 views.
Whoa.
It's no 326 like we got fooled on last week.
Boy, yeah.
YouTube giveth and YouTube taketh away.
Man, that's right. So I don't know, we got a little prematurely excited 2 episodes ago, I think it was.
It was last, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was last episode.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Travis got all excited. We had 300 and some views, and we thought we was going to retire and go viral and be able to actually bring this content to you guys every day. Maybe even like the regular news, maybe give it to you at noon, 5, and
we could actually
10.
go live at like 4:30 every day, like
a true 4:30 dinner club.
Yeah.
So the next morning, Travis got a text from Sean saying, "You are a fucking moron."
I want you to know that this doesn't just happen on air.
I looked at our stats and we had like 20 some. I don't know what happened. So I had to go to work. I had to get out of bed and go to work. But anyways, so we're doing off and rolling with episode 13. I guess it seems to be having a few little better stats than previous, so we do appreciate it. How, I can't remember. Do you remember how, Travis, we get more subscribers and likes? How's that go?
They have to. It's kind of a complicated thing. You just have to click on comment or not comment. You could do that too, but then you have to type. But you could just push subscribe, and then the thumbs up button.
Huh. You guys are going to get tired. And whether or not you can actually hear what we're doing, but we actually have music and stuff.
We're just going to look like ass clowns over here dancing.
We're going to be dancing. There's nothing going on, but whatever. All right. So what's new with you, since we're going to pretend we didn't go through all this last night, but what's new with you? Because last night it was nothing.
It was nothing.
Yeah. Are you in a better mood today? You were being a little bitch last night.
You said that, and I don't think I was.
Did you not look like you... Did you not see what I saw?
Being tired and being a little bitch are two separate things.
Hey, I'm tired all the time, and I just push
I'm
through.
tired more than all the time.
Well, how's that a thing?
I don't know. You can't just take the ultimate argument. No, I don't think I was being a little bitch last night. I was a little tired, and I got told that how horrible I looked. I mean,
and it wasn't, honestly, it wasn't just you. It
was a rough day.
It was a rough day, and I think it reflected the look on both of our faces on the intro yesterday when I was editing it. So I was just like, holy shit. But anyway, so we get the opportunity to redo it.
There's always tomorrow.
Hey, there's always tomorrow. So yeah. So I guess you did nothing that you thought of that you were like, damn, I wish I would have said that.
You know, it's kind of nice right now. We're kind of in a lull right now with the kids and everything. So we're just taking pace into the track to kind of do some training on our own. And Beckett is very comfortable with doing nothing. And, it's just work and go home right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, really.
No.
So yeah, like I was telling you yesterday, I had a technical adventure where I had to run by my dad's, help him out with something real quick, and didn't get to stay as long as I would have liked. But it seems like any time that we get a chance to have any time at all, we talk about our ancestry. Mainly because I'm intrigued, I guess, kind of rolls with my interest with history and all things old. If you can't tell, as you're seeing around our makeshift studio here, if it ain't old, I really don't like it. But anyhow, so yeah, we got to start. We kind of talked a little bit about my ancestry and some things I found out, and he has some interest about his mom's, my grandma's side. He doesn't know very far back, so went back to the office, had a little time before I went home, and I hopped in. And my thing with Ancestry.com is I'll subscribe, or I'll up my membership for like a month, and I'll go hardcore, and then I'll deactivate it, because it honestly is a lot. And maybe I'll take a screenshot or something and show you the tree I'm working on right now. It can get so confusing and overwhelming, actually. So I can't just keep doing it, and it's expensive enough where I don't want to just pay for it and not do it. So I kind of go hard for a month and then take a few months off, whatever. But so anyways, I saw up on my screen a little red icon. And I was like, what the fuck is that? So I clicked on it. Well, hell, I didn't know members can reach out to other members and talk, and stuff like that. I had a fucking message in there from 2016.
Oh, shit.
From a very nice lady that runs a tree for a family, and it's called, I don't know if I should say, something / Comfort Tree. So she's running two sides of the family where I could call mine the Burke / Comfort Tree if I wanted to, or the Orman / Comfort Tree.
Okay.
So, but anyway, so I took a gamble and I replied and I just said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to just now get back with you 9 years later. If there's any chance, could you maybe give me permission to look at your tree?" And me, I'm always trying to work harder, not smarter. If she's got stuff that she's work smarter, not harder.
There you go.
Did I say that backwards?
Yeah. You know me, I'm just trying to work harder,
You're
not smarter.
a fucking moron, Travis. But anyways, so I'm basically trying to utilize her work as much as I can. And then I can put it into my tree and then I can start working with it, instead of doing all that unnecessary work to find these people.
Fill in some gaps.
Yeah. And man, I think I copied over only 3. I mean, there's 40, 50, 100 people that I could copy over and blah, blah, but I only did 3. And holy crap, it took my dad's mom's family back to the 1700s. So,
when could you see like when they came over?
Oh yeah.
How long ago was that?
Mid 1800s, I think was the first Comfort.
Really?
Yeah. Now the Burks, they're from Germany, so I honestly don't know because I hit the right key or something and it just really populated a bunch of stuff for me.
See, I think that's why we're best friends. A lot of our lineage is the same. I'm also Irish, German.
Yeah.
That's why.
So we were talking about last night. We were talking about changing names. How there's some Comerfords that were spelled CU, some CM, not, and then I'm MM, OMM. And you said that your family actually dropped the Mick.
No, some people added the Mick.
Oh, they added the Mick, and I made the comment like, Mick Murray. I've never heard that before.
Did you look it up?
No, but I do remember. I do remember knowing someone with the name Mick Murray. And it just, I don't know. Shout out to you, my little brother Ryan. If he does watch this, I'm assuming he'll bust out laughing right now. But anyways,
Oh,
I'll just leave it at that.
all right.
I mean, granted, that was 35, maybe 40 years ago, but still. Anyhow, so I do know one McMurray, and I don't even know him. It was someone in my brother's life when he was in 7th or 8th grade. And there was
Tell the story.
I don't. No, I'll just say back then, obviously, no cell phones, blah, blah, blah. My brother was in 8th grade, and I might have been a freshman, or we're 4 or 5 years. 8th grade. I've been a sophomore.
1 year apart.
7, no. He was in 7th or 8th grade, and I was a sophomore in high school,
Okay.
I think. And he was having a phone conversation with this individual on the phone. And I don't know what the hell he is saying, but he's obviously saying he shouldn't be saying to a girl. And my dad was on the other fucking end of the phone. Oh my God. I mean, it's weird because I think I've always told you, I think it's weird. I don't have a very good memory, whether it's suppression of something. I don't know, maybe it was too many bad things that I ingested. I don't know, but there's little stupid nuggets that I can remember within my life. And this was one of those times. And it hit me about midnight last night as I was replaying our episode in my head and the McMurray and then Ryan and it just, I don't know.
I know you always say that
I'm just rambling on right now. So.
You always say that I'm in this amount of
A moron?
yeah, that too.
Oh.
Useless information.
Yep. So I just gave you a whole bunch of useless information.
I was just dicking around on Facebook the other day, and a thing popped up, and it was just like a little commercial, and it was the commercial that came on. There was no previews on the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle VHS that I got when I was like 5.
Yeah.
And it was the commercial that came on. It was a Pizza Hut commercial of this kid playing baseball. I haven't watched that VHS in probably, this is a pretty conservative estimate, but like 25 years.
Yeah.
Maybe, probably, 35 years probably. And I still sang along with every word of that commercial. And I was very, very happy with myself.
You weren't very happy, or you were?
I was. It was kind of like a really nice little nostalgic moment for myself, of a little happy moment from my childhood.
A little happy moment, huh?
Yeah. That was a big deal when Ninja Turtles got made a movie for me. Like,
if I remember right, you've told me that. I don't know what I'm saying.
that I was a big fan of Ninja Turtles.
I don't know. Wow. Okay. Whew. All right. Well, I'm glad you had that little nugget.
But yeah, I was impressed with myself that I just remembered that entire song.
Can't remember to have to do half shit at work. But
Yeah,
I remember fucking teenage.
We don't talk about work, Sean. You told me that
right.
last night.
Yep, we're not. 100%. Oh boy. All right. Well, what else is there? We did stats. We went down memory lane. I guess we just roll right on into the national. I need to try to figure out how to find my little news. Curious to see if that comes up on the audio, but my little I want that little news noise, but this will do right here. All right.
I want you to get that horn.
What the fuck? A horn.
It's like a crowd horn, like. I'll find it.
Why don't you work on that while I get started here? We are going to try to stick to segments so we can have as much time as we need. What are you laughing at?
I just got a funny text
From?
Crawford.
What?
Oh, we went to Buffalo Wild Wings for lunch. He just sent me a text. I think I was poisoned, in the shit emoji.
Oh my God.
So hopefully it was the garlic parmesan.
And we know you watch, Crawford, so we are blasting you right now.
I don't think he does.
You don't?
Uh-uh.
Just the other two?
Yeah.
Or do you have any more insights on that? Do they or don't they?
I don't know. They talk about it. They've asked me about it. But I don't know.
But like a long time ago.
Yeah.
They haven't brought it up since.
I think bigger head, peeps in from time to time.
That'd be the tall big head?
I think no.
Oh, big ball?
Big butt, one ball.
The uniball? The uniballer?
The testiclops.
Well, if you watch this, you ought to be laughing right now as well. All right, let's start out with national news, political developments, and we all know how much I love this shit, but I'll try not to get as wrapped up in this as I did last night.
I was about ready. I might have crossed my mind to be like, maybe we need to pull this back a little bit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was something that I agreed with it.
I mean, it's not really getting too deep in the politics itself. It's something that political happened. And what we're talking about is when President Zelensky came and visited President Trump in the White House, and I don't give a fuck which way you are. It was a shit show. I don't think I need to go as deep as I was last night. Whether I don't give a fuck if you think it was a shit show on Zelensky or a shit show on Trump. It just seemed like it was set up, and if it was, I don't know what we got out of it because it didn't help anything.
I think both leaders of the respective country and the country left there with some egg on their face.
Yep.
For the in front of the world.
And one thing I can say about it that I talked about last night, and I don't think it's going one side or the other, but God damn it, whether you agreed or didn't agree with what Biden did as far as supporting Ukraine, and before you start talking a bunch of crap about the money we gave them and all that, do your research a little bit, fellas, before you go jumping on one side or the other. It's not like we just gave them $300 trillion or $300 billion, whatever the fuck it was. We gave them assets. We gave them old military equipment that, honestly, we wouldn't ever probably used anyways. I'm not saying I'm an expert in this because I don't know, but I have done some research into it and know that it all wasn't just liquid cash.
Yeah.
So whether you agree with that, and I'm talking Trump, whether he agreed with it or not, if you're going to cut it off, and I'm not saying that I disagree with that because, as far as I'm concerned, if we got homeless vets or we have anybody homeless or anybody in our country that could use that money, we should be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we ought to be selling that equipment to Ukraine instead of, on pennies on the dollar, at least getting something out of it. So that would be a win-win deal. But, if you want to cut those ties, you don't need to make it a fucking camera op.
Yeah.
Because that's all that was. Look at me, I'm big, bad, fucking Oompa Loompa.
And I think the worst part of it is, who does it look like we're supporting now?
Correct.
And that's the scary thing.
And what am I going to use that for?
For like when you're like, hey, we got an announcement.
Can you find that in an MP3 file and text it to me? What?
Okay, let's just do computers.
God. Sorry to stress you out there. So to finish up on this, the biggest thing that I didn't like about it, because my opinion about certain people didn't change, it probably only got worse. But one thing I always kind of had in the back of my head, if something, and I'm not wishing this on anybody, but if our president did happen to go down because he isn't of age, blah, 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 I was always kind of hopeful that fucking JD Vance had some morals. He's believes in the same religious outlook, even though the Catholic Church told me he was a piece of shit here last week or so. But
oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Is he Catholic?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But anyways, I always kind of had it in the back of my head that, all right, I don't agree with how he aligned himself with the Oompa Loompa, Felon 47, but
That's how you really feel.
if he had the opportunity to step up, I felt comfortable.
That he would.
Yep. But holy shit, after what he did, I'm disgusted with him.
No backbone.
Yep. I mean, if he was forced to do what he did, that's still, I lost a lot of respect because have some nuts, man. All right, moving on. Economic news. Good thing about our industry right now, it sounds like Apple's going to put out a $500 billion U.S. investment. It sounds like they're going to put together a AI farm and server farm in Austin. No, I guess it doesn't say, in Texas. So good thing for Apple.
What's it called? Is it going to be Apple?
Oh, I'm assuming. Kick on that fucking heater over there, would you? Something else that happened was last Friday, there was the economic blackout protest. What did you just do?
I am a fucking mess.
Yeah. So anyways, I don't really understand what that was all about, but if you protested and you stood up and you wanted to show something for what you believed in, more power to you.
Peacefully and
That's right. I think we all need to do some more of that. So, looking like environmentally, what?
Trying to look happy.
Well, you're looking in the wrong camera. Nope. Yeah, there you go.
This is not a bitch.
Oh, I wish there is a way I could figure out how to identify. Like, I wish they'd go red if I was on that camera or something. You know what I mean? It would only help you, not me, because obviously I can tell I'm the one moving it. But anyhow, goddamn wildfires are up and going again in LA. I mean, here pretty soon, that whole goddamn state's gonna be on fire.
Am I right in the stuff that I've heard?
Usually you're not.
A lot of their reason, I mean, not just their droughts and stuff, but I mean, that's a contributing factor. But the fact that they don't allow logging there
Yeah.
to like clear out.
But
old
they
dead
do in certain parts.
But I mean,
the
there's so
most
much
part.
fuel.
Yep,
that's-
exactly.
So
I think that's a huge problem. And
the place that kind of needs something like that to happen isn't happening. When's the last time you've been to Colorado?
they had a huge fire out there a month ago or so.
Because they got those beetles that
Big
have
one.
infested
Yeah,
and killing all the pines.
yeah.
I mean, it's certain. It's only going to take a certain amount of time before that happens, and that's the only way that they're going to be able to get rid of all that stuff.
Yep. No, I agree. Earthquake after the Oscars. That's a pretty big deal, especially 3.9. I mean, the goddamn world is just.
Spooky stuff.
It is.
Spooky stuff.
What'd you called it last? You called something. You said something last night.
Sign of the times.
No.
That's literally what I said.
No, it's not.
Good night.
I'm gonna roll back the tape, and then you're gonna be like,
No. I said sign of the times.
No, you called it. It's not something you called it. Man, I don't know. You tied it to something. I can't remember. And I was actually impressed last night, but now I'm back to fucking idiot.
Oh,
too late.
I said maybe we'll be able to go live in the city the size of Toledo inside of a mountain
Correct.
created by billionaires.
Yes. We'll talk about that.
Crazy ass billionaire. That bitch is nuts.
Yeah, that is true. Did you finally watch the end of it?
No.
We'll get to it later. All right. Local news. Quick rundown on some infrastructure and public works. Cedar Ridge Drive pavement improvements. TNR Construction. Shout out Todd Roberg. Damn it, Todd Roberg.
Where is that? I'm trying to remember.
It's up there. It's by Cedar Ridge.
All right.
Yeah, move on.
It's up there.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and clearly say this and look in my eyes. The major concrete repair project is going on right now.
Is that the one on Centennial done by Votes Parga?
That is the one on inside joke, everybody. But anyways, so yeah.
Shout out Votes Parga.
Shout out Renee with Vox Parga. But yeah, so I do want to give another little shout out though to the city of Salina. Let's way to schedule your crack ceiling project on the detour of Centennial Street. So you're going through a detour of a road closed, and then you have construction going on.
You can easily get around those guys.
Yeah, because they have no traffic control. Yeah.
They don't have a follow truck with an arrow board?
Nope. But I mean, hey, I don't want to say too much about it, but yeah, it would be nice if they would.
Some people just always get picked on, Sean, and just so happens to be us.
Yeah, no doubt. It is too. It's weird, but all right. Anyways, so yeah, I guess that covers both of those areas. Community events. Here we talk about this. This is over with, but we'll still go ahead and talk about it because I still think it would be a good field trip for us to go and.
I still disagree on what it was.
I'm not saying, hell, I'll give you a bone. I agree with you, but I'm just saying we ought to make a field trip going to the Smoky Hill Museum because we're all about Salina in Kansas.
I've actually never been.
Well, then shut the fuck up trying to make fun of me. And I want to go hot mic'd. Ooh, how you like that word?
Who's going to be the cameraman?
We're not going to. We're going to. Oh, maybe we could. I could probably do it with one of those, but we could also do not and just edit out some audio and insert it in here because there's got to be some funny shit. Because I can take the recorder here and I can actually record straight to it.
So it's going to be us talking about what we look at.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. It could end up being gold. Some of the stupid shit that comes out of our mouths. Because I got a couple of the lapel mics that we could wirelessly. And oh my God, I can only imagine what we're going to say. But anyways, about a little moment of silence for Ingrid H. Harrison, passed away, 90 years old, of Lindsborg, Kansas. Just wanted to give old Ingrid a round of applause. Had been a pretty good life for 90 years old.
90 years old.
Yeah.
That's like we talked about last night.
I don't know if I want to. I don't want to die.
That's
I don't.
scary.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to live long enough to see
I think I do.
everybody you love die? You know what I mean? If you live long enough, you'll see everybody you love die.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know. You know, how about I'm gonna shout out I better not. It's kind of sad. My dad, a couple years ago, when my mom passed, he had a brother that died. I mean, close brother. A month prior to my mom dying.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was what is this?
But the old nail, he got through it. I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. That was a terrible couple months for all of us, you know. But
Next week it'll be 3 years since my mom passed away.
so that means it's been 4 years for my mom. Really?
It goes by fast.
It's crazy as it is. I got a text on my phone from my mom that I refused to delete. I can't listen to it though either.
I've got some voicemails, and what scares me is I've got a new phone.
I'll start bawling like a baby just even thinking about it.
My sister still pays for my mom's cell phone. Still pays my mom's cell phone bill so she can call it and hear her outgoing message.
Does she know she could record that? Just saying.
I think it's also a thing with.
Shout out, Brandy.
Nope.
Thank God, Brandy's.
Jennifer, and I think she's a subscriber.
Well, shout out to you. Well, sorry. Shout out to you, Jennifer. But if you need to save some money, let me know and I can show you how to record that. Not making fun of you, because I know I completely understand where you're going with that, because
and I don't know. It's
I don't think I've grieved, honestly. I don't know how, and I still to this day, if I take time to think about my mom passing, it's not a good deal for me. But I suppose I need to go through that.
I don't know. I even if she wanted to, I'd help pay for it, because it's still kind of nice. I still call it just to be able to call.
Man, I don't know about that. I don't know if that's healthy.
I don't know what about my mental health is. Without trying to get too deep here.
I mean, maybe we should do an episode. Let me do some research. Maybe I can start being your therapist on air. We'll have like a Sean's Trivia Corner and a Travis's, what would you call that? Travis deep dive?
Travis's therapy session.
No, if anybody needs therapy, I do. Well, I enjoy therapy. So there you go. It's out on the news. It's out on the interweb. I'm proud of it. I'm man enough to admit I like it. This is therapy to a way. And this whole thing to me came about a couple years ago. First of all, I think I've told you I want to do, and I still would love to, now that I'm over the phobia of actually starting to do this, you know, because for years I wanted to, and I'd record myself and I was like, God, I sound like a fucking idiot, you know, or hit play and you, so and if you know what I'm talking about, if you do this and you've done this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's not as easy as what a person would think it is. But anyways, so where I'm going with this is I have a lot of mental issues actually, and everybody does. And if you don't admit it, you're a fucking moron. There you go.
It's not just me, it's fucking everybody's a fucking moron today. If you came here to get positive reinforcement on yourself, wrong place.
Yeah, here just a second.
It's not therapy today, it's just hard fucking truth.
That's right. So anyways, I had read, I don't know if the therapist I was going to at the time or I read it. I don't know, but they said a great form of therapy for someone like me who is a very deep rooted introvert is to do something like this.
Put yourself out there.
Yep. And I look forward to this every week, even though it's so fucking stressful to do because of the fucking shit I have to go through every week. But I look for, if I could, I think, Travis, I could do this 5 nights a week, but I don't know how I would edit. And if we could ever get ahead, like 5 episodes, like if we was to dedicate one whole Sunday and do like episodes 14 through 20 to get ahead, I could do this as much as we wanted to. I really could. I love to do this. It helps me when you're such an introvert like myself and don't like people. I don't. I mean, I know that sounds bad, but it's the God's honest truth. I don't like being around people. This is a way for me to be around millions and only be around one. You don't think we have a million? I mean, it's going to the fucking interweb, so there's millions out there.
But we have the possibility of
There you go. Yeah. And I think we have the possibility, the ability to help someone. I mean,
yeah.
If this could make one person laugh,
I could help someone's day.
that's right. I mean, and you know what? I was going to break this out and talk to you guys later about it, but I'll do it real quick. Since our viewership is growing so quickly and rapidly, I'm thinking about putting together I didn't make it as long as I did last night without trying to laugh, but thinking about putting together a paid subscription.
Patreon account?
Yeah, to where you could come in and get some live counseling, if you will, or some info or some content that others don't get. Because I mean, we've only done 14 episodes, but I've got hours of outtakes.
And if you just need a motivational speech,
Yeah, I mean,
come on in.
Thinking about restructuring things and shortening up the beginning a little, shortening up the middle a little bit so we can add a few other sections. And, thinking about putting together a call-in section, where callers can call in and ask us a few things. And
It only works if we're live, Sean.
we plan on going live, ass face. And it doesn't have to, because we can record the calls. It doesn't have to be live. Why does it have to be live?
Do we just, I guess we can put out, hotline will be open at this time.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I was just joking, but now you're beat me down. Whatever. All right. Moving on. We got to skip through. We are, just so everybody knows, we are putting an end to the weekly forecast because I'm never wrong. Moving on.
Because I'm never wrong.
I forgot. Gene Hackman. Rest in peace, Gene.
Lex Luthor, man.
We talked about this last night. Travis asked me what my favorite movie is, and it was a movie I can't remember.
Enemy of the State.
Yep.
It literally,
bingo.
I had TikToks about it, and I had no joke.
Serious?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Tell me
Jamie
what.
Kennedy's podcast clips popped up on my
Really?
TikTok about how because he was in it,
Yeah.
and he was talking about, I'm like, this.
Wow. But it wasn't a real big blockbuster. Gene Hackman really wasn't known to be that, but I think it was one of the best parts he ever played, in my opinion. But anyways, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Enemy of the State. Report back. Put some in. I mean, I appreciate Rick and Kylie. Shout out Rick and Kylie. They comment quite frequently, and I enjoy seeing those. I like the feedback. I would really love to see some more comments from people. That's how we get better. But anyways, we're going to jump right into sports. I am down to 6 minutes before we get to our main section. College sports. Oh, this is where I'm just going to roll right into this because
I think a big one happened at noon today. I didn't see who actually won.
don't be talking about it because this will be on next week's episode. We're already into my content for next week's because we're shooting so late.
Oh, well, then I won't talk about this.
Thank you. I don't know why that's big. Is that not expected?
Well, I guess, yeah, they were pretty. I didn't realize. Never mind, we won't talk. It was 4 versus 5. It was a pretty epic semifinal or quarterfinal game.
We'll talk about that off air. But anyways, all right. So get done with my sports section and I'll let you know how all that ties into our show. But college basketball, the men's basketball, start with that. The Minnesota Gophers clinched a share of the Big Ten regular season title after a hard fight against Penn State. Looks like they tied with Michigan State. And they will host Notre Dame. And the women's side of things, NC State upset top-ranked Notre Dame. Moving on to boxing. Tank Davis beat Lamont Roach. What do you think of that?
You know, I've always been a big fan of Tank. I think he's got everything that he needs to be a world champion, heavyweight champion.
The only Tank I can remember is the one that streaked through the quad.
Was that Animal House?
No. Hank the Tank?
Oh.
Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Darts. The UK Open 2025. I can't make this shit up. It's right here on my paper.
Fucking darts. Slow news week.
Yes, Luke Littler emerged victoriously. You think darts was weird. How about this next one? Snooker. The World Open 2025. Got something to say about snooker?
I've never played it.
You hit little balls around the table. That's all I know.
I know it's a giant, like bigger than a pool table.
I thought it was smaller than a pool table.
I thought it was bigger.
Oh, okay. Anyways, John Higgins clinched the title. Moving right on into NASCAR, the Daytona 500. William Byron won the Daytona 500.
Oh,
Wrong one. Sorry. Good job, William. Too bad that was 3 weeks ago. So, tennis. We're going to roll right into tennis. Who gives a shit about tennis? The NFL, the scouting combine, was held March 23rd. Boy, I tell you what, Jackson Dart. I think I heard more positive things about him than any other quarterback in the combine.
Well, he was really the only major one that really worked out.
No, he wasn't.
Who else ran? Who else did anything?
Oh, he didn't run, but...
Yeah, he did. He was the fastest one.
Oh, well, yeah. No, there was... Was Cam Ward not there?
He was there. I don't think he did anything.
There was 2 other good ones that I thought would have showed better. I'll have to check things on that.
Oh, Scattaboo.
He's
They are not very high on him.
Really?
To say that. A lot of people are saying like he won't make it 3 seasons in the NFL. Like they said the reason I don't think he didn't run, and they're saying because his 40 is probably over 5 seconds.
Wow.
And then people are getting a little turned off by Shadur.
Oh, well, I wonder why. I saw something where his dad supposedly knocked his draft status down.
They keep saying that. A
What
lot
was
of people
that?
are
Was
saying
that-
he's gonna fall to the second round. I don't see him even falling down to the top 10. Now,
I don't think he is top 10.
and
so.
then did you hear what Travis Hunter said? Travis Hunter is an amazing football player,
Correct.
an amazing athlete.
Yep.
But I disagree with this.
What?
He said what he does is more difficult than what Shohei Ohtani does.
Okay, moving on. I won't even touch that one. We are moving right on into Kansas trivia. Kansas trivia. I don't know if I have the right music anymore. Hang on a second. Okay. I don't think you can hear any of these anyway. So, number one, Kansas trivia. Sean's trivia corner. What Kansas City? Oh, you know all the answers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
damn it.
if there was a time to bet on Travis, it's right now.
Put that in the mic and do it. Can't wait to hear what that sounds like.
I want the button for that one.
Well, you got it in your hand,
Yeah, true.
moron.
We need a moron ticker.
We do. I would be down with that, honestly. All right. So do we do this since you already know the answers? That's gonna be kind of
Yeah, it's not fun.
yeah. All right.
Every week we need to have a subject, like World War II trivia with Travis. Or
Okay. All right. What do you guys think about that? I like that idea. Doesn't necessarily have to be Kansas or Salina. Okay. All right. Well, I guess let's get into the meat of it. This week, our main subject is going to be, if you remember, we're having a main what would you call it, Travis?
oh shit, our featured topic of the episode
of the week. Yes. All right. This week is the Freemasons. Going to kind of lay it out the same as we did last week. Travis has got some notes to go along with the what do I want to call it? What is it? What do I want to call it? The claim and the facts. So, all right, let's dive in. Number one, Freemasons control the world argument. Wow, you already got something to say?
No,
What?
I just looked at you.
Oh, okay. The claim is Freemasons are a secret society that controls world governments, banking systems, and global affairs behind the scenes. Excuse me. While Freemasonry has had influential members throughout history, it is not a single centralized organization with global power. Each lodge operates independently, and their influence varies widely. What you got about that? What you think? What you think?
I think they do have a lot of control from what the theories and stuff that and it makes sense over the money and stuff like that in the world, and with money comes power, and I think that's their end goal, is to create a single government in which they are in control of it.
So you actually do agree with that claim?
I do agree with that claim.
Interesting. All right.
It's spooky stuff.
Spooky stuff. All right, you're an idiot. Number two, didn't say moron. Huh? You're moving
So
on.
I'm talking about the subject that we're taking. I'm an idiot.
Well, you're an idiot because your opinion.
Oh, okay. You don't agree with it?
Yeah, no, actually, I do agree with you.
Well, you're a fucking idiot, too.
Oh, shit. All right, number 2, the New World Order connection. This is one that actually is probably going to tie into a little bit. I know this is one of your jams. You really like this one, but next week, I think, if you don't mind, I want to do next week's on the Denver International Airport, which ties into the New World Order and ties into Freemasonry and blah, blah, blah. And you're very knowledgeable on that, correct?
Yeah, it's that's one of my favorite things. It's really cool.
What's the horse's name?
Oh shit. It's I about said Thunder, but that's the Broncos mascot.
Jeez.
What is it? I know it actually killed
Lucifer.
Yeah, Lucifer. It actually killed the guy
Yes.
that made it.
Made it. Yep.
Yeah.
Fell over on him or
Yeah.
some shit like that.
And then the easy connection to make to that is that also connects the Masons to the New World Order is they actually have a fucking plaque there that has the Masons emblem on it.
Yes.
And it references the New World Order.
Yep.
Like, it couldn't be that more blatant and in your face. And the fact that they don't know where the money came for it. They didn't need an airport. I'm getting too far ahead of myself.
Yeah.
Because they have an airport right down the fucking road.
Yep.
And it took it's crazy. That one's awesome. I love that one.
Eli and I flew into that is DI, right? Denver International Airport.
Mm-hmm.
It is DEI, right? I think.
DIA.
DIA. Yeah, sorry. DI. Yeah. We won't even get into that. But so we flew into there a couple years ago, and it was after, because I'd never heard about this until you had told me, and god damn, we didn't have enough time, and it killed me. I wanted to go walk around, and I didn't even get to see any of the art that you can see. I mean, because a lot of the stuff you can't even get to, correct?
The art?
No, the art
like
you
the
can.
secret. Yeah,
There's a secret area to it that.
the underground part of it is.
Yeah. Last time I was there, it was insane.
It's a huge ass airport.
Yep. All right. So, anyways, that's what we're going to tie this in with next week. Anyway, so the claim is Freemasons are behind the push. Did I just talk about this?
Huh.
No. All right. Freemasons are behind the push for a new world order, a global government designed to enslave humanity. I mean, that's a bold statement right there.
I don't know about enslave, but
That's what it says right there. It's right in front of you.
I don't have it.
What?
I don't have it. I have a process when I leave here, Sean.
Oh, you don't have.
I'm free
Oh
balling it.
yeah! Wow.
We're going back old school when Sean had all the.
Yeah, we did what? Almost 8 episodes,
Yeah.
9 episodes, and I forgot to be giving you notes.
Yeah, when I walk out,
You take it'd be about the only fucking trash you pick up. Even in my office at work.
bullshit. I always clear out. Seriously, you can make shit up all you want, but I
I'm
always
gonna start taking pictures and I'm gonna start putting it in every episode.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, it's new game. What trash did Travis leave around?
I didn't leave any today.
You weren't. Oh yeah, you were. I bet I can go in there and find something. Damn sure didn't push a chair in.
Kind of, and that's one of my pet peeves in my office.
When people don't do it,
Like they'll sit at the table and then everybody leaves and all the seats are. I'm like, motherfuckers, how hard is it to push fucking chairs in?
must be pretty hard for you. You never do it in my office.
I never realized that I don't.
Yeah, but no one does in my office for some reason. Anyways, the facts are the term New World Order is often misattributed to Freemasonry, but there is no evidence linking them to any organized global governance agenda. Most Masonic teachings focus on moral development and charity. I mean, hell, we could do what in the world is going on over there? But sorry. Oh, I know what it is.
I just saw the word vigilant and a different word just popped in.
Oh,
I was like, why is that on there?
moron.
What are we talking about next, Sean?
God. But anyways, oh, you made me lose my train. So anyway, we're going to tie in the Denver airport with this for next episode. And then we could actually, even after that, end that whole circle with the New World Order conspiracy all by itself. I mean, that's a whole nother realm. If you just deep dive New World Order, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That's a whole thing. Remember NWO back in the 90s?
yeah,
The wrestling group?
yeah.
Who was in that? I don't remember it. I just remember people wearing shirts of it. Was Hulk in it?
Bunch of white guys with long hair. All right, moving on. Satanic worship accusation. Freemasonry is secretly a satanic cult that worships Lucifer. Freemasonry is not a religion. Oh, the facts are Freemasonry is not a religion, and members comes from various faiths. So my wife got to take a trip, like a little field trip through the big. We got here in Salina. We got a big old kind of freaky ass
Temple?
temple, and she got to take a little mini tour over it, and she said it freaked her out.
I mean, the use of pentagrams is... If you weren't that, you would try and steer clear of those.
And again, that's a whole other conspiracy on its own. If you want to go there, is it really a pentagram? You know, they have a different wording for it. And in fact, I think we even talk about it in here.
If it looks like a duck and walks like a duck.
Just telling you what it says, man. Number 4, the hidden symbols and currency theory. So you got what is it? The dollar.
All C and I.
Yeah, the pyramid. Yeah.
I'm not only a member.
You are the founder?
I'm the founder.
Please.
I don't think you realize how much power I have.
You kick. That just got awkward.
Yeah, it did.
Anyways, so the fact is, while some founding members were Freemasons, the Great Seal of the United States was designed by non-Masons. The All-Seeing Eye and Pyramid are not exclusively Masonic. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's not really what it's saying. So the facts, they can't even debunk it themselves.
No.
So, in which that one, I don't know how you can. To me, that is pretty obvious. It is what it is. Kind of goes with if it looks like a duck or smells like a duck or whatever the hell you call it.
A duck?
Duck. So Freemason. We decided that was dumb. I mean, something to do with the Freemasons and the French Revolution.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Now this one I did like, the 33-degree control conspiracy. I've heard several things about this. It says the claim is only the highest ranking 33rd degree Masons know the real truth and control the organization in secret. Fact is, 33rd degree is an honorary rank in the Scottish Rite and is awarded for service, not hidden knowledge. The majority of Freemasons never reach this degree and holds no real world over lower degrees. So that whole fact that is trying to debunk that is such a deferment of that whole deal. You know what I mean? Because they're not debunking it at all, because I truly believe this is a real deal.
I did a little bit more research when you want me to do,
Yeah.
and the 33 degree represents the human head atop the 33 vertebrae of the back. I don't know what the hell that means.
Say that again?
The 33 degree represents the human head atop the 33 vertebrae of the back.
I don't know.
They're
what
saying
to
they're
think
like the head, like the brain of
the spine. The spine is your thing that hooks everything together, you know? And I'm so dumb I can't even come up with it.
They hold up the head, but the head controls it all.
Say that again.
What? They hold up the head. All the other lower degrees, but the head controls it all.
Good job, Travis.
Yeah.
Number 7. Anyway, so 33 degree. I think that's some shady shit, and I think there's a lot more to it because
Also the Disney connection to that.
Yep.
With Club 33 of the elites that you have to pay like $100,000 a year to be part of it.
yeah, did you just get that burger? I mean,
My nose itched.
oh.
I could have done this, but it would have looked bad.
But anyways, so we had the time. I guess I didn't think about it, but the number 3 is in a lot of reoccurring big conspiracies throughout the world, you know, just like this last helicopter plane thing in Washington. They were saying it was a conspiracy, and they had so many different 3s that aligned throughout the whole thing and whatever. Number 7, the Freemasons built Washington, D.C. theory. Well, I don't need to continue with that because no shit. Number 8, we talked about this a little bit last night. I am still kind of shocked that I don't know any more about this because number 8 is the Freemasons killed JFK theory. You'll get to know because the JFK theory, if we continue with this conspiracy deep dive segments, which I guess while we're right there, I'll throw it out there. If you guys like these conspiracy segments, please comment and let us know. We kind of enjoy them because we talk, Travis and I I think we have somewhat of a similar interest in government conspiracies.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun for us to.
Not that we are conspiracy nuts, but it is
Correct. I'm not saying that we agree with all of them, but I am one to say,
I've been one that gone down the YouTube rabbit hole.
oh, it's fun. I mean,
Yeah.
it really is.
You lose it. You lose yourself. You lose track of time.
Yep.
You're just
Eminem said it best.
lose yourself in the moment.
Took you a little while, but you got her. So anyway, yeah, basically they're saying Masons had something to do with JFK's killing. Blah,
That's
blah,
one
blah.
I never heard any.
I haven't either, and I'm not so sure I believe that one at all because I do think there's a Kennedy conspiracy, but I think our government is more. And I guess that could all tie together if the previous claims that we talked about, the Masons running the government, I guess it does all tie together.
Did JFK have any supposed connections to him besides that?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna look that up.
All right. While you're looking that up, we're going to move on to number 9. The Freemasons are linked to the Travis's favorite Illuminati.
Illuminati.
Jay-Z. You finding anything? No.
No, he had no connection.
That's what I don't get.
But they say the Freemasons founders, George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, Paul Revere, and the Herbie Hancock's less famous brother, John Hancock.
Herbie Hancock.
I did a reference there. You got it?
Yeah, Herbie Hancock, John Hancock. I'm sitting here doing the Herbie Hancock.
It's a Tommy Boy reference.
Oh.
Remember?
No, I did not pick up on that.
When he's doing his test on his final at the beginning, and it's who was the first person to sign the Declaration of Independence. He's like, and he writes Herbie Hancock, and then later on in somebody mentions John Hancock. He goes, everybody knows. He goes, Richard, everybody knows it was Herbie Hancock.
I did not know that. I'm going to try something new. My back's hurting, so I am going to maybe stand for the rest of the...
Going vertical.
Going vertical, I just need to make sure the cameras might need to be just adjusted a bit. So yeah, hang on just a second. Okay.
I will not be standing.
You will not be standing?
No.
All right. I'm okay with that. Where are we at? Number 9, the Freemasons are linked to the Illuminati. We just talked about that. Sorry. Number 10, the Freemasons hide ancient knowledge theory. I could see this one.
Yeah.
I really could. It says Freemasons secretly guard lost ancient knowledge, including
Philosophical.
I'm going to move past lost civilizations and extraterrestrial contact. Now, the extraterrestrial contact, I'm just going to go out there on a limb and say, no shit. And that the whole UFOs and all that, that's been,
They've released that.
yeah, that's come to light. We know that it's actually correct, or true. So I think it's pretty obvious that if you are a secret society, that you could hold a lot of secrets when it comes to ET. Secret handshakes. I mean, again, to me, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, you've seen it.
Yeah, it's out there in the open, man. The Masonic blood oaths. Have you heard of that one? So the claim is Freemasons swear dangerous blood oaths that bind them to secrecy, even at the cost of their lives.
Like blood brother kind of thing?
Yeah, that's kind of a weird one because you hear that all through history.
Yeah,
there's nothing really just Masonic about it, but this is kind of hard to actually see my paper while I'm standing. God dang it. Next one is the Freemasons and the Vatican. Oh,
Yeah, I saw that one last time. We skipped over it, and that was kind of one that
why did I skip over that?
that might have been kind of a controversial one. I didn't even read it though, but I didn't bring anything up on that
Why
because
not?
I don't know.
Why didn't
Were any of the founding members even Catholic? I don't think they were.
The founding members of.
Freemasonry.
Do we know who the founding members are?
I just said a few.
Yeah, you didn't say them all. That's what I guess that's what I'm getting at.
George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, Paul Revere, and John Hancock.
Yeah, that's all of them.
That's a few of them. They were the founding fathers that were also founders of the Freemasons.
Okay, so that's not the founders of the Freemasons. That's the founders of our country.
No, they
who
were
are-
founders. They were also founders of the Freemasonry that were founders, the founding fathers.
Okay. So, yeah, hell, we could do. I don't think I want to since it's a religion I belong to, but there is a lot of history and a lot of controversy and conspiracy talks about the Catholic religion. So, and I'll go ahead and say it. I think there is. I think there's probably some shady. When you have a religion as old as Catholicism, I think you're pretty naive to think that there's not some shady stuff that happens sometimes.
I think, and I guess I'm still Catholic. I'm not a practicing Catholic. But I think for a certain period in the Catholic history, there was some corruption and some shady shit that happened. Like you can't look back on history and say that didn't happen, in my opinion. And I don't think that's a reflection on the religion itself. I think that's a reflection on the leadership that they had at that time.
Yep. I agree. Freemasons, Georgia guy, who cares? Number 18, Freemasons worship, don't care. Masonic cornerstones have hidden messages. That's kind of a no-brainer again.
That's kind of part of a secret society that they have secret messages.
What were we talking about? Skulls. I mean, I need to maybe rewatch that this weekend.
Skull. That's like
Yeah.
a documentary on that kind of stuff. That was a joke.
Oh, I was gonna say, did I miss something here? What are you doing?
My wife texted me.
Does she know we're?
That's what I just texted her about.
I mean, that's 2 spousal interruptions in 2 days. Mine and yours.
You can't get completely mad at me.
Why?
Well, I didn't stop.
Do as I say, and I was like, oh my God, I got a headache all of a sudden. It just, wow. Maybe it's because, maybe I'm having a brain aneurysm.
It's
What
not a tumor.
Wow, I don't know what just that was. All right. Moving on. The Freemasons and human sacrifice accusation. The Freemasons conduct human sacrifices in secret ceremonies. Obviously, they're going to say there's no evidence of that, but that is I'd say a conspiracy about the Freemasons that have been forever, you know. Oh, here's one that we skipped over last night that tied into what we talked about last week. The Freemasons faked the land mooning.
Did you say the land mooning? Are you having a fucking stroke?
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm stroking out here. I don't know what's going on, but
Land
the Freemasons faked the moon landing. God, can't wait to get to the closing.
Oh, that's my favorite fucking
If I'm
part.
fucking this stuff up so bad now, holy shit.
We didn't even get to that part when we reviewed it. Did you leave everything on there? Did you edit
cut
it?
it all out, but I put it all at the end, and I'll do the same.
Then
9.5 minutes.
what episode was that? Was that 12? Where you struggled really bad on that?
Yeah.
First time. I don't know. Did anybody stay to the very end and
Oh,
watch
I
the
forgot about-
blooper?
So there is Easter eggs that I forgot to do it last episode, so that would have been 13. So yeah, 12. What I'm trying to do is any obvious outtakes that I cut out, I'm going to start just no editing, no nothing. I'm going to dump them at the end of the closing. So it'd be like extra credits, blah, blah, blah. So look at this one. There's going to be,
Maybe.
well, I'm going to go ahead and
You
put
still
in last
did
night's.
last night's?
Yeah.
Okay.
9.5 minutes worth of me struggling closing out the god, and that's pretty much where they all come from.
That wasn't as long as the time before, the first time.
Yeah, I didn't put them all in on the
But
first
still.
one. Yeah, so
I was.
it is Travis's favorite part. It's the most frustrating. Well, second most frustrating from trying to get everything to work. But anyways, all right, where were we? Faked the moon landing. So I had no idea about this. We could have tied that right into that. But excuse me, NASA was founded by Freemasons.
I didn't know that.
Hit the Google. Is that true? And the moon landing was staged as part of the Masonic deception. You know, I call bullshit on all that because it was a race to the moon between us and Russia. I mean, I do think the moon landing was fake, but it wasn't faked by the Freemasons.
Well, maybe maybe that helped them hold more power against the Russian secret societies.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, here's one. The Freemasons run the Masonic or the music. God, I can't talk. The music industry.
They're saying that John Glenn and Buzz Aldrin
Are both like
are.
Masons?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
So John Glenn was a 33rd degree Mason. And Buzz Aldrin was just a member. Yeah.
Worthless piece of crap.
That's why. Oh, I was going to say, it's like, that's why John Glenn was the first person to walk on the moon. But then I was like, wait a second.
I'm surprised you even brought that up.
And Gordon Cooper,
Yeah.
he was a 33rd degree too. Colonel Leonard Gordon Cooper.
Huh. Is that DB Cooper's brother?
No. DB Cooper and the money he took.
No one knows. No one's gonna understand. Well, a lot of people should. I know 2 or 3 people that watch this should pick up on that.
That's good shit. First cassette I ever bought.
Cassette. Wow.
I bought it from my sister.
Wow.
I was like 5.
I don't care much for them nowadays, though.
Well, there's only 2.
Talk about the guy who sang it. Are we not talking about the same thing?
Oh shit! For some reason, I was thinking that wasn't the first. I don't know why I thought it was a Beastie Boys.
Oh my God.
Not.
That's why I was actually shook a little when you said, because I mean, I could see probably you as myself back in the day really liking that, but as we grew up and our likes have kind of changed a little bit and who he likes and who he promotes, I've lost a lot of alignment with him. I still like his early music, but
I still like one of the guys that he really likes that he hangs out with a lot.
which one?
Now the name of the fucking golfer.
Oh, John Daly?
That dude's a shit. I don't care who he aligns himself with. I'd still want to hang out with that guy.
Yeah.
He's probably a giant prick though.
But that's kind of what would be good about him, because he is a prick. I mean, he knows it. I'm not saying it's good to be a prick, but it's kind of part of his persona. So here, number 30, which I'm odd why we're talking about this. Did we not already talk about this? Is this a whole nother conversation here? The Freemasons and the Denver airport mystery.
We basically touched all over that thing.
Yeah. Was that like worded differently on another one?
Well, it was the Freemasons and their New World Order.
Oh, that's right. Okay. The Freemasons are behind global wars. I can see some truth in that just because of, I think you got BlackRock. Here's another conspiracy thing we can talk about. You got 3 or 4 big companies. One's BlackRock. Another one basically controls all the money in the world.
Uh-huh.
They're linked to the Masons. So.
Well, that goes with what the first number 1 was.
Correct. Yep. Here's one. Sorry. I don't think I can. I mean, there is some stretches. People do stretch on conspiracies, and here's a good one. Freemasons controlled the weather.
They'd be a lot fucking richer if they did.
Wow. I'm not even going to dive into that one. Here's one I could possibly see. The Freemasons are in child trafficking.
Ugh. That's just gross.
That is gross, but
That's
it's
the
a
worst.
huge money thing,
That's the worst, lowest piece of shit.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Oh, man, you can't get any lower than that.
The Freemasons have a secret language.
So do twins.
Yeah.
A lot of twins they speak weird shit to each other, like,
Really?
Abu Dhabi, Dibi Dhabi.
Wow. I don't even know what that just was, but okay.
I don't even have a twin.
And you can. Oh my gosh. Freemasons are trying to erase religion.
Well,
It counteracts what they
yeah.
talked about earlier, so not so sure I'm down with that one.
I mean, because even if, are they trying to erase Christian or
Christianity?
or any kind of God? You know what like the light side of religion? Because if they worship Satan, that's a religion.
Correct.
So they couldn't be.
Which I think at one time you told me you were satanic, correct?
I am not satanic. I'm agnostic, Sean.
Oh.
There's a difference. In my opinion, there's a giant fucking difference. Now you just make it. Everybody's gonna hate me now because you're just throwing all my personal shit out there.
I'm not the one who told
twist-
him. I'm not the one who told him what you were. I can't believe you just said that.
You're the one that's
I
like.
think I'll beep that out for your own sake.
I don't think it's bad. It's just saying that I don't know what I believe.
Look behind me, the fire. I'm in hell. All right, I'll let you. You want me to cut it? I'll cut
I
it
don't
out.
care.
You might want to talk to your wife.
I don't think she cares.
All right. I don't care. I don't think any less or more of you. I mean, I don't think much of you anyways.
I don't think you can think any less of you, Sean. You tell me every fucking day. But you still just want to be my best friend all the time.
Oh boy. All right. Freemasons have a secret language. Let's see. What the fuck? We already talked about that. Freemasons are trying to. Freemasons own the Vatican Library. We just talked a few minutes ago about how they own, or they. Something about that. Masonic lodges are gateways to another dimension. And I know you are. I'll let you kind of give a couple minute discussion on your thoughts of dimensions.
I think there's endless numbers of dimensions in which
Go ahead and talk about how are we here
I think
now?
our dimension was destroyed and we are living in a simulation now. We got transferred to another dimension. All the I always want to say Mandalorian effects, but it's Mandela effects.
Shout out to EJC Eli, because he would be right. Oh my God, you guys would be just in sync right now. He's on the same thought process. I don't understand it, I guess. So I don't know if I believe it or not. I don't understand how it would work or anything. So I guess it is what it is for me. I mean, if we live in dimensions and we're not really real, or what's going on is not really real, and you truly believe that, then I don't understand why you worry about anything. Why you worry about saving? Why you worry about anything if it's not real?
Because we haven't been offered the blue pill.
All right. Freemasons created
Or
modern
the red
banking.
pill, or whichever one it is that you take. I hated that fucking movie, so.
Did you?
Dude, I despise that movie.
I don't know if I can remember much of it, but the Freemasons control space. I'm having a hard time talking.
You're worrying me right now.
The Freemasons are preparing mass depopulation. That's an interesting. The claim is Freemasons are behind global efforts to reduce human population through wars, disease, and controlled disasters. What do you think of that?
Do you think they're in control of the DEWs in Antarctica
Maybe.
that are causing all the fires?
Maybe.
That's digital electronic weapon, if you didn't know.
Yeah. We touched on that a little bit last night about how did we not touch on that tonight?
I think it's like the last one.
No. Oh, it's second to last. Yeah, well,
We're getting close.
we are getting close. Freemasons control pharmaceutical. Who cares?
Just make them cheaper,
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
no doubt. Freemasons have alien contact. No shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I truly believe we all have, and we just don't know it at this point. As much information has been come out and exposed.
You think you do?
I think we all have. I think there's people walking around that are probably aliens.
Oh, yeah. I watched a thing where a guy's like that. He's like, you would be shocked how many.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise. It's one of those things where how I feel about all conspiracy theories. Unless you can really prove to me one way or the other, anything's possible.
See, you just described.
I don't understand dimensions.
No. Agnostic.
Oh, no, not at all. Dumbass.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Freemasons have a secret base in Antarctic. That's a very interesting one. I'm very intrigued by that.
Scary one.
Yes. That could be a whole nother deep. I mean, there's so many deep dives we could do that we're coming across in our deep dives.
Yeah.
I mean, this series, if you like it, could go on and on and on. And you wouldn't hurt my feelings by hitting that like and commenting button and telling us to keep going with the government conspiracies. So,
And if you want to have a voice on what we do, you cannot comment unless you subscribe.
oh, yeah. And we do want
I
your
might be
comments.
wrong on that, but
We're making a new rule. And we did go live last night, by the way.
they didn't come on, though.
Yeah, I don't know what went wrong, but we're getting closer, people. Was that the gate?
I don't know the sounds of your house.
Next, the next one's the last one. Freemasons can time travel. This is, again, that kind of goes with the dimensions with me, because to me, I can't see it in my head, so I don't know how that can actually happen. So, I'm sure you've got some thoughts on that.
I've got some. I think that's how a lot of dimensions are created, is with time travel.
Really?
Or that's a theory. Because you can if you go back in time, and you change things, you can't. The other people in the other timeline don't change. You just create another timeline where things change.
All right. Well, I guess I could understand that.
Depends on what movie you go off of.
Well, that's very true. Very true. Very true. All right. With that being said,
Oh yeah.
yeah. All right. Thanks for joining us on this week's ride on the 4:30 Dinner Club. We've covered everything from national headlines and local Salina updates to college sports news, and even taken a deep dive into government conspiracies that leave us questioning everything. Remember, our goal here at the 4:30 Dinner Club is to keep you informed, entertained, and always challenging the status quo. And always, eating before 5 isn't just a choice, it's a lifestyle. Stay curious, fellas. Stay connected. Keep your head on a swivel. Are you not going to look at me? Head on a swivel. And stay vigilant. We'll see you next time.
Oh yeah.
Well, they gather around at 4:30 each day with Travis and Sean. It's the easy way. Just sit back, cause the fun is sublime. Talking about life, all things in time. They mixing stories, a laugh or two. In the northern light, they shine right through. With a laugh and a tale, they set the tone. Stories in love, heartaches unknown.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. That was probably too loud, wasn't it? Hey, everybody. Hey, everyone. Okay. All right. Rolling on out of this thing. Let's go ahead and close this week up. So I'd like to thank everyone for joining us on this week's ride on the 4:30 Dinner Club. We've covered everything this week, from national headlines and local Salina updates to college sports news, and even taking that deep dive into government conspiracies. Okay, stop. Damn it, I had the wrong camera on. Okay, cut that out. You know, I'm on the whole wrong camera. Okay, here we go. All right.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Roll right on out of this episode, and I want to thank everybody for joining us. Why do I have such a fucking hard time with this? All right. Thanks for joining us on this week's ride on the 4:30 Dinner Club. We've covered everything from national headlines and local Salina updates to college sports news, and even taken a deep dive into government conspiracies that leave us questioning everything. Remember, our goal is to keep you informed, entertained, and always challenging the status quo. Always. And always, eating dinner before 5 isn't just a choice, it's a lifestyle. Stay curious, stay connected, keep your eyes
need your head on a swivel.
All right. Thanks for joining us, everyone, this week.
You gotta keep. You can't cut this. Like,
I just don't get it, man.
this is my favorite part. Oh yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining us this week. Jeez. Can't even get through the first sentence.